Yay, it's Tuesday, which means you're here with Kay and Lee and the Fictionistas. This week we are talking about our strengths and weaknesses. So I'll share a few of mine with you. I've been writing all of my life, literally since the second grade, writing little books and binding them with cardboard wrapped in wallpaper and stapled. I wish I could find some of those for you and show them off, but yeah, I can't find them. But I've been published since 2013. Since I've been published, I have been spending that time since my first real edit, working on my craft and perfecting it. Well, you know, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's hard to attain perfection. But I've been working on my weaknesses, which I have learned. In the beginning, my weaknesses used to be dialogue. I used to have trouble capturing real lifelike dialogue between my characters. So what I did a lot of reading and research and basically listening to how other people talk. And one thing that really helps is to read my dialogue out loud. Like, if I read it out loud and listen to it, does it sound real? Does it sound organic? So that actually helps you with your dialogue. Read it aloud and hear how it sounds. And so now I think that my dialogue has greatly improved. Another weakness, I would say, is kind of getting distracted by too many projects. As you know, I have a lot of projects going on right now, and I'm faced with the same issues. You know, I kind of have so many ideas in my head that I want to get them all out all at once, so I end up having many works in progress. And that can be confusing, sometimes, but it can also help you sometimes. Like when I'm working on Her Haunted Shadow, some days I'm not really as inspired and my brain is pulling me to another story. So I'll work on the third Koa book, Lyrinian Blade, and you know, sometimes it can be a confusing mess. Sometimes it works very well, and in the end it helps me just keep writing, you know, instead of taking a break from Her Haunted Shadow and doing something completely different, like playing video games like I used to do. I will just go to the next book and work on that. And, you know, before I know it, I mean, from as long as I'm working on something, I'm happy and being productive. So that could be a strength or a weakness. I would actually say that's a good way to defeat writer's block sometimes, is if you're stuck on one book. Just start writing anything. Work on another book. Start another book, you know. You have to be organized. I have a notebook for each work in progress that I'm working on, and obviously I have a file on my computer for each of them with notes and chapters and scenes and stuff like that. So those are a few weaknesses and strengths. My other strengths, I would say, are action sequences. I have a mind that everything feels like a movie, especially when I'm writing. If it doesn't feel like I can see it, or feel like it would make a great scene on a movie or a TV show, then I will work it until it feels like that to me. And a lot of my reviewers have said that my books feel like a movie, which makes me very happy. So action scenes I'm pretty strong with. I would also say character development. My characters are very personal to me, especially Lyle from Rise of the Flame. I've had her in my head since I was a little girl. I would dream about her, this redhead girl that had these cool powers, and I would write her down when I woke up. So my character development comes from a deep level. Like Lyle, she has a lot of my teenage insecurities and a lot of my dreams and goals, while Koa has a lot of the traits that I wish I had. I wish I was as confident and, you know, powerful as she is. So that's what makes my characters jump off the page. I'm trying to think of more weaknesses for you. I've been doing this a long time. I would say another weakness would possibly be, well, I used to be too shy to let anyone read my work, so I would write all of these books and all of these stories, and they would just sit in my drawer or on my computer for years. So I think I've overcome that weakness, the weakness being fear of criticism or rejection. I took a creative writing class at a community college just for fun, and I wanted to see if that would help me break out of my shell, and it really, really did. My creative writing teacher has inspired me so much, and I would attribute her to being one of the main reasons I decided to seek out publication. Her name is Ginger Fox. She's amazing, and having her read my stuff and sharing my stuff with the other classmates and having them critique and show me that people actually like my stuff, that it's not nothing to be ashamed of or afraid of sharing. So I think that taking that class really changed my life. So those would be my strengths and weaknesses. If I could think of more, I'll write a post for you, and I'll write it on writelikeawizard.com, which is my writing blog. So yeah, that's about it. I'll see you next Tuesday. So you have a perfect, awesome week. Bye. Meet Lyle from Rise of the Flame on Amazon.com and KayandLee.com. You can also discover the characters from the Chronicles of Koa on Amazon.com and KayandLee.com.